Ian Rapoport joining us on the line from Richmond, Virginia, site of Washington training camp. Ian, can you hear us?
I got you guys. What's happening?
Beautiful. Thanks for doing this. I have to ask before we get going, because we're so used to you being in the Ian Rapoport studio shot with leather-bound books behind you and whatnot. Are you okay traveling? Is that your thing? Would you rather be in the home office? What's your preference?
Well, for me, it's so important to get out and meet some of these people who yell at me on the phone on a regular basis and give them a chance to yell at me to my face and just say all the things that they really mean. So getting out is really important. I had some soul food last night. Getting to see the sights, places like Richmond, Virginia is very important. The only issue here is I don't always have my phone on 100% of the time because sometimes I travel. Right. And sometimes you miss scoops because you're on the air, because you're in the air, and that is a frustrating reality for me that I really just never get over.
Not far down the road, we heard from John Harbaugh talking about Colin Kaepernick, and a lot of people speculating with an injury to Joe Flacco that could be the next call for the Baltimore Ravens. Could you see Colin Kaepernick getting a job in Baltimore?
It makes sense on some levels. One, they need a quarterback. They need someone to come in and play and take practice snaps and, basically back up Ryan Mallett for the balance, for at least 2 weeks. What we don't know, and one thing that John Harbaugh said today, is we do not know if Colin Kaepernick would be willing to come in and compete for a backup job and maybe even only have employment for a week or 2 weeks if he doesn't beat out Ryan Mallett in that short of a time. So, that's one of the issues. It's a potential job, but it's not a great job because they have an established backup that Kaepernick might not beat out. So that's why there's a lot to like here, but maybe it's not the most obvious thing in the world.
Right. Earlier in the show, we showed the results from a J.D. Power and Associates survey that suggested that the biggest reason those surveyed stayed away from NFL games, 26% of them, was anthem protests. Are there simply cities where Colin Kaepernick can't or will not go?
Yeah, I saw that survey. I mean, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. If you look into it, there are really only very few people that actually believe that and weighed in on it. I think 300 out of the 1,000. Right. Ratings I think last year were down. For a number of reasons, I really don't think it had anything to do with Colin Kaepernick. But I'm sure there are, I know there are cities that were just not really an option for him. Teams and owners that, some of the more old school owners, for instance, were teams that stayed away from him. Some of the teams in big cities didn't want that reaction. And it's nothing against Kaepernick. It's just that sometimes you don't want a lot of headlines for your backup quarterback. And it was the same thing with Tim Tebow. You just don't want people showing up at your facility asking to speak to the backup quarterback. It's more of a distraction than anything else. And I think that probably hurt Kaepernick more than, the fact that he actually sat for the anthem.